Carolina. So at your leisure, please go and seek the website for the Climb Fund, some of the people that they have already helped. So, cousin, bring me back up here and let's talk to Mr. Charlie O'Brien. Welcome, Mr. O'Brien. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing very well. Nice to see you.
Man, it's my pleasure to be in your presence. Now, look here. Tell the people about you. I mean, very few people don't know you, but
Right.
those that don't, tell them about you.
So my name's Charlie O'Brien. I was born and raised in Caracas, Venezuela. I moved to this country after grade school after living in both Venezuela and Argentina. I then worked for a small company for like 25 years in New Jersey. It was a horse company. We sold horse equipment and supplies. We had 3 retail stores and a wholesale business. It was called Rick's Saddle Shop and Union Hill Corporation. I worked there for 25 years, and I saw what it took to be a small business. During that time, I pursued my master's. I have a bachelor's degree in business management from the University of Scranton, and I pursued my master's while I was working from Rider University in New Jersey. After 25 years of working at Rick's Saddle Shop, I decided that I wanted to start my own business, and I went through the entire process. I started a business in Florida. It did not go as well as I planned, so after about 2 years, I decided to close.
Okay.
And eventually, since my wife had followed me all the way down to Florida to
Okay.
start this business, it was
All
her
right.
turn to take a choice, and she wanted to live in Charleston area. So
Wow.
we moved up here, and I learned about the LBC at the time,
Mhm.
and I said, wow, this is something I could really do to help people. I was experienced in small business for 25 years. I knew what it took to be successful. I knew what some of the pitfalls were. So now I'm the Director of Client Experience and Success at the Climb Fund.
All right. Well, that brings me to the point. We understand that the Climb Fund lends money to small businesses, but tell me what it is specifically that you do and how what you do helps small businesses.
So what I like to do, a part of my job, which isn't necessarily in my job description, is business development. I like to talk to people and let them know about the Climb Fund. I really do feel like we have a service to offer that is not available to a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs. So my job specifically, though, is after you get a loan from the Climb Fund, I make sure that you get some technical assistance. I have some counselors that work with us that will support our small business clients in areas like QuickBooks. We have a couple of restaurant consultants because restaurants are a big part of our portfolio. We have people that help you with general business counseling and those types of things. So we like to help our clients be successful after they've gotten a loan because they're usually in the very formative years of their business, and it's a critical time for them to get the support they need. So that's what I am in charge of.
Okay. All right. So now, for a guy like me, right, let's get to you. But before they get to you, because specifically your job is to help me to be successful. So I need a loan. I've gone to the banks. The banks seem like they don't trust me. So then I seek out you guys because you guys are there to catch us. Now, what is the first thing that I should do when I identify the Climb Fund as a possibility to help me?
Well, the one thing that we like to see in our clients is for them to have a business plan.
Okay.
We want them to have a thought-out business plan, a plan of how they're going to run this business, that they've already thought out why they're going to be this successful, how they're going to be successful, who they're going to be successful to, and where they're going to be successful.
Okay.
So we want you to do that work and kind of come to us with a business plan. We don't want you to come and tell us, hey, I have this great idea. Give me some money.
Give me that money y'all got
Give me that
there.
money. Don't you worry. I'm going to do fine. Don't you worry about how. We need to know how.
All right. All right. So now I've got the business plan. We've gone beyond that. What is the next process?
The next process is our application checklist. We have a whole checklist online, which you can find under the Apply Now area.
Okay.
And you can check out the checklist where we require you to have some financial information, tax documents, and stuff like that. It's very similar to doing business with a bank, but we do need a bank declination as well. We don't compete with banks. We want to know that the banks are going to refer them to us. And then we're going to be able to help them and then eventually send them back to the bank.
Okay, so now we've got that. What's next? Because I'm trying to get to you. But I want people to understand what needs to happen, then what it is that you're going to do for them. So we've got the application, and then what comes after that?
Well, then after you have a full application, we have to put you into underwriting, where our loan office will take a look at what the plan is, and then depending on the size of the request, it'll be approved or withdrawn in-house. We always call it withdrawn because we don't send people off and just say a flat no. We like to tell them, not now. These are the steps you need to take, and then come back.
Okay.
If it's a larger loan, then we have to go through our loan committee, which is a group of people from our board of directors that specifically look and then give us the okay to go ahead and move forward.
All right. Go ahead on. I'm sorry.
Okay. So once you're approved, then we head to closing, and if there's real estate involved, there'll be a lawyer that'll be on behalf of the client. If not, we will close it in our offices, and then when we get to the closing, we write that check and send you on your way, and then we introduce you to all the technical assistance we have available for you.
Okay, so now you give me that big fat check. I buy some tickets to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. I go to a hotel and have a good time on your money.
Yeah.
And then I come back and I start me a little popsicle shop, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm in business. Do you call me? When do I know about the technical expertise and assistance that you guys have?
I do my best to go to every closing and introduce myself and the services we have.
Okay.
Sometimes it's difficult. So we also have, after the closing, usually about a week after, we do a little meetup online and do a Teams meeting, and where you're able to meet our portfolio manager, you're able to meet our CEO, and I'm there as well, and we introduce you to all the services that are available. It's a linchpin of what we do. We make sure you're aware.
Okay.
Now, these services we offer, it's really up to you to take advantage as much or as little as you want. Okay. If you want to talk to us or talk to one of our counselors every week, you're welcome to do so. But sometimes, some of our clients, feel they have it under control and don't need the services. So it's optional.
Okay. So now, what are the top 3 types of businesses that you guys are financing, and what kinds of services are you providing to them?
So the largest part of our portfolio is food and beverage.
Okay.
We find that banks rarely want to finance food and beverage.
I wonder why. They all go and eat, so why shouldn't they want to fund restaurants?
Right. So they're number one. And then after that, we have probably the service industries like landscapers and house cleaners and in that area. Those are probably the largest 2 areas that we have. And then as far as support, we specifically have 2 restaurant consultants. These are experienced people that have been in the food and beverage industry, have lots of connections, understand about pricing menus, understand about distributors and DHAC, stuff like that. So they're very, very qualified to help people with their starting of their restaurant business.
Wow, that's number 1. And number 2, you said in the other service industries.
Yeah. In the service industries,
landscaping,
a lot of landscaping and stuff like that.
Okay.
We have general business counselors that can help them. We also help them with their social media and their Facebook. And the number 1 thing I like to make sure that they're involved in is having their Google My Business page set up. To me, that's a critical item that I see most of our small businesses not having. It's the way they get located online by a Google search engine, because it's a high competition area. They need to be found.
Right, I would definitely agree. What brought you guys to the conclusion that y'all needed to provide additional services to your clients? Was this something that the clients requested or something that you guys noticed that was needed? How did y'all come to that conclusion to provide those additional services?
So we're a CDFI.
Okay. Now, what does that mean?
That means Community Development Financial Institution.
Okay.
And we are driven by a mission to create jobs, to serve underserved communities, and to provide the services that are available, that are needed by those communities. And we're able to get grants and funding and all types of monies that are specific to be able to support small businesses. And we really feel that these fundings that we get and we're able to make available services to our small businesses are critical to their success. Right, so we're really intentional about doing that.
Okay. It's voluntary. You make us aware of the fact that it exists, and it's up to me as a client to contact the contact person to get whatever assistance I need.
Well, I would say that we make it eminently clear that we have these services. We encourage you, and I guess it's not compulsory, but we make it eminently clear that we want you to meet with all our people that can support you at least once.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out for you, if you don't like it, you don't have to continue. But we do like you to meet with them just once, and most of the people that meet them with just once see the value and then continue.
Costs. Are you charging me for this fine service?
No, we don't.
Okay.
So all the services we don't charge for, and in fact, we like to say once a client, always a client. So once you paid us off and moved on, you can continue to use the services that we offer.
Okay. Now, what if I'm not a client and I hear that you guys offer this service? Is it possible for me to get hooked into it, or strictly for those that have loans with you guys or who had loans?
So I would say that it's strictly for clients and former clients. I make myself available to anyone in the small business arena to try to support them the best that I can with the help that I can offer. I always find there's a big value in networking the clients. We have over 200 clients, and just networking them and networking them with other people that are in the same boat is always of value. So I'll always take your phone call. I'll always send you in a good direction, even if you're not a client. I'll send you in a good direction. We have a lot of contacts that we can send you to. We have people that we work with that are specifically good with working with small businesses, and we like to make sure that they're all interconnected and working well together. So I'm always happy to support somebody who gives us a call that may or may not be a client.
Wow. I mean, what else can you do to make someone successful? I mean, we guide you through the process to get you qualified for the loan. Once you get the loan, we then sustain you throughout the loan period with information and education that helps your business to foster and grow, because your success is our success at the Climb Fund. So being successful, then you're telling me that even after my loan is paid off, I can still come to you guys for advice and assistance. And then you've got networks of people that y'all have done business with that can lend assistance to small businesses that have done business through you guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I also like to bring back, like some of our most successful clients, I'll bring them back to counsel with our new clients, because a lot of times the new clients like to hear from people that were in their shoes 5, 6, 7 years ago, and it's a very effective way of counseling our small businesses.
Wow, wow. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't be successful after all of that support that's offered to you at the Climb Fund, apparently you don't want to be successful. Hell, I mean, it sounds like Charlie and company at the Climb Fund go out their way to make you successful. I mean, and then, of course, it's up to you to put the work in. We can help you, but the optimum word is help you to do the work. All right. Well, I mean, there's a lot more that we could talk about, and we're going to have to bring you back so we can talk some more about what else you do specifically, because I know that list is very long, and, you know, we appreciate you coming this Saturday morning, taking your time out of your busy schedule. What recommendations and suggestion would you give to someone who is trying to start a business and need funds?
I would say two things. One of the points you just alluded to, I think you need to be open to support. There's a lot of companies out there that are willing to support you free with great counseling. There's SCORE and SBDC, companies like that. They're available to you to help you with your business plan, your forecasting, information like that. And then also be careful when you're ready to be financed, be careful selecting your financing. There's a lot of trouble out there. And, and
Okay.
There's a lot of trouble out there. And if you don't make the correct choice when you're financing your business, it could put you in a hole to start. And that is what we're here to try to help you avoid.
Wow. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we don't talk to people unless they know what the hell they're talking about. And if you haven't come to the conclusion, as I have, that Mr. Charlie O'Brien knows exactly what he's talking about, then apparently you don't know what you're looking for. All right. Tell us how we can contact you, sir.
So my email is usually the best way to reach out. It's charlie@climbfund.org. That's usually the best way. If you want to give a call, it's 843-654-1286. But email is usually the best. I usually like to do an email meeting and then set up a Teams meeting and talk to you over the computer, or you can come down to our offices in Charleston. We're at the corner of King and Race at 2 Race, and we're happy to see you.
Give me that email and that phone number once again, please, sir.
It's charlie@climbfund.org. That's CHARLIE at CLIMBFUND.org, and it's 843-654-1286.
What else can I say, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you wrote that information down and give Mr. Charlie O'Brien a call on Monday so that he can help you to get that money to go to the Super Bowl and also to have a big steak down at Hall's Chop House. All right. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming, brother. We're going to have to bring you back so we can talk some more about what it is you do. And on that note, cousin, take us out of here.